What I'm about to share with you today might come off as a flex, but I'll be honest with you, it's far from it. It's nothing close to it. This is going to be a very special video to me because what I'm about to share with you is a fragrance that is the most expensive blind buy I've ever made on this channel. This is a celebratory fragrance that I'm about to share with you because it's something I've been meaning to get for the last 12 plus years. Roja Parfums, this is going to be Haute Luxe, which is basically Roja Dove or Roja Bird's signature scent. This fragrance retails for over $3,000. About to unbox it and give you my first thoughts and impressions on this fragrance. My heart's pounding right now, sort of like a celebratory thing, you know, going on 14 years on YouTube and really wanting to find something to capture the essence of the channel and give you guys some impact on the fragrance that hopefully will be worth every single penny. So stick around, come on this journey with me. Let's unbox this. Let's make sure it's worth the blind buy. See you on the other side. Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. This is Max Forti, your host. Of course, today I'm going to be talking about a fragrance that is the most expensive retail fragrance I've ever purchased on the history of this channel. Not a flex, like I said before, like a celebratory, like something that I'd like to give to myself as a celebration or commitment to you guys over the last decade plus. This fragrance was released originally in 2013. It was supposed to capture Roja's or Roja Bird's essence. This particular fragrance is really rare because there's only 250 bottles produced per year and retails for over, I believe around $3,300 plus tax, shipping, whatever. So I'm about to unbox this. This is brand new, just came in last week. It's still, you know, in its original box. I haven't yet opened this. I am dying to try this fragrance. I've actually tried this once about 10 years ago. I got a little sample, original sample from actually, you know, Roja Dove fragrances from purchasing a fragrance back in the day. I think it was Great Britain, the fragrance that I purchased. So I got a little, you know, mini of this fragrance and I remember wearing it and loving it, but really don't remember what it smelled like. I remember there was some kind of nuances of earthy balsamic patchouli, some leather. Of course, I looked at the notes and I believe it's like a perfect combination of modern meets classic. So enough babbling. Let me open this fragrance with you guys here on screen. It comes on this outlayer box, like a cardboard box. Once you open the box, you are left off with this foam kind of packaging that holds the fragrance in place. Or the box of the fragrance in place, and you take the foam off. You have, I think, yet another box. You have a sleeve, a really nice flannel sleeve that comes off, and then you are greeted with the actual Roja Parfum box. It says Roja Haute Luxe Parfum, a fragrance by Roja Dove, made in England, of course. Beautiful casing. This is going to be a very heavy cardboard box. I'm going to take off the cellophane. Once you take off the cellophane, here is the casing, very heavy cardboard. I'm gonna actually take off the cardboard, and of course you have a beautiful card from Roja Parfum himself. It's the color of the brand, which is the purple, which is the symbol of regal, royalty. So it says, thank you for your purchase of Roja. I hope you enjoy wearing this precious scent as much as I do. As I said, this is said to be Roja's signature scent captured in this particular fragrance. Now, when you take off the cardboard box outer layer, you have this gorgeous lacquered box or case. It's like a piano kind of a finish, sort of like what you have with the cases from Kilian or by Kilian, which those are actually black. This is white with the Roja signature here in gold. I believe, yes, you are going to open this side to side. There's another card or a little, actually not a card, but the fragrance sits perfectly in there. Let me put this down because I don't want this to fall, of course. And the bottle itself is absolutely phenomenal. It has the golden flakes. Beautiful bottle with the purple Swarovski crystals, and it has golden flakes in there and the plate. The plate itself is right there. Absolutely phenomenal. One of the best looking bottles in the game. I love the purple Swarovski crystals. It has the gold flakes. There is a sticker here or a plastic cover on the plate to protect the plate. I'm gonna remove this. And the bottle itself is nothing short of spectacular. Now I'm gonna do something for you guys. This is a first impression really because it's been about 10 years since I tried this fragrance. So I remember trying this fragrance about 10 years ago, so it's not technically a first impression. I was not, you know, able to make the purchase back then, but I remember being impressed by the fragrance because you guys know I love my classic fragrances of old, the 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢, the leathers, the boozy, warm, spicy fragrances. So that's what I remember from this fragrance. I'm gonna spray this blotter, and I'm gonna spray my hand as I normally do. And I'm gonna give you guys my first take on Roja Parfums, of course, Haute Luxe. Okay, the fragrance opens up extremely warm, spicy, leathery, and slightly animalistic. Again, it's gonna remind me of the 𝗕𝗘𝗙s of old. It really pays homage to the great fragrances of old. There's definitely some animalistic notes. It's very balsamic, and it's quite spicy and warm on my wrist, on my hand. On the blotter, it's more animalistic. There is somewhat of a boozy opening here, almost like a cognac, sort of like the feel that you get with the Enigma, Roja Enigma or Creation E. That booziness is absolutely phenomenal. It's very captivating, it's hypnotizing. It's that boozy cognac. When you look at the notes, it starts off with citrus. It's not talking about any boozy effect, but I'm getting that boozy effect kind of that I get with Enigma or Creation E. The heart of the fragrance is said to have ylang-ylang, jasmine, and rose de maille. You do have some floral aspects of this fragrance, definitely texture, rose inflections, and floral inflections for that matter. That jasmine really has that indolic, animalistic feel to the fragrance, which is quite nice. The base of this fragrance is absolutely phenomenal. There's a slew of notes like benzoin, cloves, oak moss, cinnamon, ginger, patchouli, iris, labdanum, amber, styrax, so tons of resins here, vetiver, vanilla, cedar, and amyris. So I'm gonna pause the video as I do for you guys with every first impression I do here on the channel. Give myself about 20 to 30 minutes, somewhere around 25-ish, to get more of development on skin. On the blotter here, like I said, remains amber, spicy, slightly boozy, and animalistic. So stick around. For me, it's going to be, of course, 25, 30 minutes. For you, it's going to be a split second. I'm coming right back with my thoughts on this $3,300 fragrance, the most expensive first impression I've ever done for you guys on camera. So stick around. I'll come right back. So there's a couple things here that happened over the course of the last 25 minutes or so. The fragrance becomes quite ambery, spicy. The florals go to the back, and those heavy, woody, oaky, and spicy amber balsamic feel really comes to fruition, to the forefront. I believe this is what you're going to be left off from this point on. The fragrance reminds me of a few things. It's like a fusion between 𝗕𝗙𝗫𝗓. I get the leather, the spiciness, and the animalistic feel that you get with 𝗕𝗙𝗫, also from Roja Parfums. I get a little bit of a 𝗕𝗘𝗙 extraordinaire, also from Roja Parfums, that extremely, leathery, floral, and spicy, balsamic, leathery feel that you get with 𝗕𝗘𝗙 extraordinaire. So it's like a fusion between 𝗕𝗙𝗫𝗓 and 𝗕𝗘𝗙 extraordinaire. And I also get a slightly fruitiness and powderiness that I get with Black Violet from Tom Ford Private Blend, long discontinued, phenomenal fragrance, one of the best from the Tom Ford Private Blend. So you get traces and undercurrents of that fragrance as well. So it's like 𝗕𝗙𝗫𝗓 meets 𝗕𝗘𝗙 extraordinaire meets Black Violet from Tom Ford Private Blend. Along with everything I said, there is a very prominent patchouli that really comes to play at this point. And this patchouli is both balsamic and leathery, really emphasizing the leather aspect of the fragrance. It is animalistic, but it's also very captivating, very warm, very spicy, slightly balsamic, earthy, smoky, one of the best leather feels I've ever experienced. There's also a phenomenal vetiver here that plays a dance with the oak moss and the resins that this fragrance has. The benzoin and the vanilla will add some sweetness to the fragrance. The animalistic goes to the back. It is present here. There's a gorgeous leather here along with the earthy, balsamic patchouli. And that vanilla and benzoin will definitely help the fragrance with smoothing things out, giving it really nice volume texture, but giving this undercurrent of sweetness, which really makes the fragrance easier to wear from this point forward. The beginning might be a little trying for some people. It is rather animalistic, but as the fragrance transitions and develops, becomes absolutely incredible. It gives you this amazing scent bubble. The whole area in the room right now smells like this fragrance. It is a very unique scent that will, at times, at points of the development, remind you of certain things that I talked about throughout this video, especially through the dry down phase, gives you a very unique, balsamic, warm, spicy, leathery, 𝗕𝗘𝗙esque kind of a scent profile and feel. Guys, this is a phenomenal fragrance. It is very expensive. It's not something that anybody should go out and blind buy, of course, unless you want to. It is something that I'm going to cherish from this point forward. I'm going to wear this very gingerly for special occasions. You could try this fragrance, of course. I'm gonna have it listed below if you wanna try this fragrance before you buy it, or really just to have the experience. You can absolutely try it at perfume.com. They have this in stock. You can use my code MAX15. And of course, if you have Roja Parfums anywhere near your house, I'm sure they might have this in store so you guys can try it. It is limited to 250 pieces per year, as they say, and it retails for $3,000 plus, I believe $3,300 plus tax. And to be honest with you, just to give you a final thoughts on this fragrance, I think this is a great signature scent that can be worn throughout the year. And if it's summertime, go easier on the spray. This is a very strong concentrated fragrance. It's a tremendous sheen on my hand. It's going to project very nice, and I think it's going to give you a phenomenal scent bubble that's going to follow you around. I think performance is not going to be an issue here. With most Rojas, it's not an issue with performance. The price point is steep, so it's not going to be for everyone. It's not something that anybody can have. And again, not a flex. It is what it is. It's not your ordinary, typical fragrance that's going to, run between $100 and $200. This is something special, like a fine aged, whiskey. It's that kind of a fragrance, like a Macallan 25, that kind of stuff. So again, not a flex, it's a celebratory, commemorative kind of a video to thank everyone that has supported the channel throughout the last, 13 plus years. But this is something that I've always wanted to have in my collection. So I'm very glad to have this and feel very grateful and thankful to be able to pull the trigger and have this in my collection. Guys, let me know in the comment section, have you tried this fragrance? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's worth what it costs? And of course, let me know how you feel about the scent itself. I'd love to read your comments. If there's any other holy grail or kind of an unattainable fragrance that you'd love to see on this channel, please drop it in the comments as well. I'll try to pick up a bottle and share my thoughts with you here as we progress into 2026. Guys, thank you so much for all your support. Please don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you get these videos straight into your feed. I'm your guy. I keep you informed on all things fragrances. Guys, have a great rest of the year. Happy holidays. Enjoy your time with family and friends. I'll see you right here with another video very soon. Take care.